Hi Aquarius, and welcome to December 2020 with me, Julie Poole. This is good for Aquarius Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and for cross-watching. Alright, I'm Julie Poole. For those of you who don't know me, a professional psychic, coach, hypnotherapist, author, and energy healer. Welcome. This is a general reading, guys, so please take what resonates, leave the rest because that'll be for somebody else. And if it doesn't resonate, do check out anyway, particularly your rising and your moon. All right, my loves. So I'm going to do the same as I did in November because that seemed to be very popular. We're going to do 3 readings in one using the Tarot of Dreams for life in general, so overall energy for December for you Aquarius. Then we're going to use the Gilded Tarot for love and the Lenormand deck for money and career. We'll also have some angel cards, and they'll be the angels of Atlantis. All right, now all the cards that I use are linked in the description box below, as well as links to my books and to book in with me and your 2021 guidance, and also if you're interested in the next live Money Magic webinar in January, the links are there for that as well. All right, my darling, so we're starting off with the 3 of Swords and the 9 of Swords are reversed. The King of Coins also reversed. The Knight of Coins and the World are lovely. Yeah, I never do this normally. I don't normally read reversals, and I don't normally do signs in batches of air, earth, fire and water. But this month I've been guided to do just that. So you're the last of my air signs, and all of you are having a similar message. A lot of reverse cards because we are coming to the end of a cycle and we are opening up to the new. So let's look at this. The 3 of Swords. Let's first of all acknowledge what a extremely challenging year 2020 has been. It's created heartache and pain and loss and struggle and all sorts of anxieties and stress. As we come to December now, this last month of the year, you are starting to feel that you are leaving it behind you, that you're turning a corner, that the worst is over, that hurt that you were working through, and for some of you this is old hurts that this year has triggered and brought up to the surface. You are finally now leaving them behind. The anxiety from the 9 of Swords, that's reversed. It's saying it's done, it's finished, it's over. We're over this, we're out of it. And the King of Coins being reversed is talking about instability in terms of money, finances, jobs, security. So feeling very unstable and uncertain at the moment. However, panicky not, all right, my darlings, because we've got the Knight of Coins with the World here. Now, when we see the King of Coins reversed, and I don't normally read reversals, but for the air signs I've been asked to do just that, so okay. Right, when we see this, why is this reversed? Why is this a good thing? Right, because we're coming to the end of a cycle. So this could be the end of a job, the end of a business, the end of a relationship, the end of something that was stable is finished and done, and that's why it's upside down. Now, what does that mean? Why would we want something stable and good to be over? Because life moves forward. My life progresses. It doesn't matter how good it is, how stable it is. This could be a great job that you've been doing really well in, a great business, but everything has to evolve. And if your business, your job was stuck, stagnant, it couldn't go any further, you'd come to the end of the line, it's time for it to finish so that you can move into something new, some growth, some development. This is stagnancy. This energy was stagnant and stuck, and so it needed to end to create something new. So you've got the Knight of Coins. Now, he is a slow energy. This isn't, an overnight sensation, an overnight hit, a success that happens quickly. It's something you are working towards. It's going to take a little bit of time because he's a plodder, but he gets there in the end, and what he brings is stable and secure and worth having. Right now, the world is confirming that something needs to end and needed to end, and that is the old hurts, the old anxieties, anything that was stagnant and stuck, any authority. Yeah, there's a lot about that. All right, let's just talk about that for a moment. The King of Coins can often represent a boss, a figure of authority, or your issues with authority. That, you know, some of us have the issues with authority that we feel disempowered. As soon as it's somebody in a position of authority, we think we've got to say yes sir, no sir, 3 bags full sir, when actually we don't. So we're starting to take our own power and not assume that just because somebody has authority they know what they're talking about. We've seen a lot of absolute rubbish on the television and news about information this year. Do not believe everything that you hear. Just because somebody is acting like they've got authority doesn't mean they have. So we are waking up to that. That was a specific message for some of you there. Let's see what else is going on. We want that one. We've got the Magician reverse. So you're trying to come into your power. You are trying to get to your power. Now there's a few options. There's a few choices to be able to do that. And one of them is to get into your Hermit energy and get into a place where you can flow. All right, so the Magician reversed, when the Magician is the right way up, this is you in your power. I can create. I'm the Magician. What do I want to create? I can do anything. I am the divine, intelligent co-creator with the universe. I'm stepping into my divinity and I'm making things happen. Now, when it's upside down, what we've got here is either we are disempowered or we're not ready to create, or we're not sure what we want to create. Now, for most of you, it's the latter. You're not sure what you want to create. You can feel that something is ending. You can feel that something's coming to an end, but you're not sure at the moment what it is new that you want to create. And that's fine. You know, don't just jump in and grab something, anything, rather than have nothing. Be okay to allow yourself to have a void, a space, a gap. Right, that we step from something into a space, and then when we're ready we step from the space into something new. So you're not ready to create because you're not sure what it is you want to create. You need a bit of time. So this is the advice. 7 of Cups. Look at all the different options that are available to you and feel into them. The 7 of Cups is options, choices, which are right, which are wrong. I don't know. I need to feel into them using the Hermit energy. So I'm stepping into my inner self, meditating, journaling, going into a quiet space, feeling it. Do a little rehearsal in your mind. What does it feel like to have that thing or be that thing that you are considering here manifesting? So maybe a new job, maybe a new career, maybe a new home, maybe a new relationship, whatever it is. What does it feel like? All right, so feel into it, and that will help you to decide what it is you want, and then the Magician can write itself. So December, things are wrapping up, coming to the end. You are working towards creating something new and allowing yourself to be very clear about what it is you want to create. But it is creating a little bit of uncertainty. We've got the Palace of Cups reversed. And the Palace is a place where you can feel emotionally strong and stable and in the flow and just in that lovely Zen space. Now, when it's upside down, we're feeling all at sea here. All right, because things are ending, so I feel uncertain, I feel unstable. Am I sinking? Am I going to float? What's going to happen? Where am I going to go? So we've got that uncertainty, but that World card says whatever is ending needed to end, and you absolutely can step into Magician power and create something new that is better and brighter for you. So let's have a look what else we want. There's the Devil, all right? So what addictions, what dependencies, what negative thoughts are in the way, blocking your power? As I said, for some of you with that Magician power, Magician card, something is being blocked. Your power is being blocked. Something or someone is blocking the power. All right, now we've got the Lovers card and the 6 of Cups. So Right, for some of you, and we'll see when we come to the love reading in a moment, for those of you interested in love reading, some of you are in that space where your relationship needs to end. We've got the Lovers and the Devil, we've got the World. So either the relationship itself or the way the relationship is currently playing out needs to end. All right, so what does that mean? If you have either on the receiving or the giving end of being overly controlling or overly anxious or overly just feeling trapped and stuck in a pattern and a habit, that is what is coming to an end. All right, the Lovers also symbolize its heart overhead, making a decision, making a choice. So for some of you, you're making a choice about your relationship needing to change. For others, you are just allowing the decisions that you're making, particularly in view of that Seven of Cups, which is all about those choices and options, that you're making sure that you're coming from the heart with those decisions and with those options. And you're absolutely looking at any conditions within you that are to do with dependency, addictions, negative patterns, negative behaviors. Something needs to end. And by the by, you might be interested in this. I'm currently in the middle of creating a new product for my website about losing weight the easy way, quitting smoking, quitting drinking, all of that stuff about that gets in the way. They're going to be ready in the next couple of weeks, and I'll let you know when they are. So, you know, for some of you, that's the kind of thing we're talking about here, that some addiction is removing your power, reducing your power. Yeah, if it's addiction to a person, to a situation, to a substance, to overspending, to overstressing, whatever it is, it needs to go. This is the month it needs to go. Now, the Six of Cups being reversed, all right, this is this is all about innocence and play and trust and stuff from the past that serves you. When it's upside down, we are not really in that space. All right, we are allowing the past to define who we are now in a negative way. So we are holding on to perhaps old resentments from the past that are disempowering us, or old victim energy of past traumas and stuff that are holding us back, like the devil energy of restriction, from our power. And that is what needs to end, so that we can get into love, loving ourselves, loving life, loving freedom, moving into 2021 without any of that stuff in the way. This is a very liberating energy of preparing you to move into your power and your liberation. That is what is very strong for you here, my beautiful Aquarius. All right. So who's with you from the angelic realms? We've got Gabriel there with balance. Beautiful. The angels are with you to help you bring the balance, to help you with your willpower. Certainly some of you are absolutely going to be overcoming addictions this month. You're saying to yourself, I'm not spending another Christmas hungover. I'm not spending another Christmas not being able to breathe because of my smoking. I'm not spending another Christmas with bloated, gassy, upset stomach because I'm totally not able to stay away from the unhealthy foods. And look at this. This is exactly what we were just saying. Freedom, willpower, balance. And I love it when the cards reinforce the message from the tarot, which I was telling you, this is freedom from those addictions, from the thinking, from the disempowerment, from the past. This is the month to finish off. It's been a hard year, 2020, we know that, but this is the month we are finishing off anything else that needs to go, because they want you to start 2021 with your feet up in the air, ready to just fly, ready to fly into 2021 in liberation, in freedom. You have the willpower. You absolutely can free yourself and bring yourself into balance and start the 2021 in a brand new way. Absolutely beautiful. I'm delighted to see that for you. All right, Aquarius, we're going to move into the love reading now. So, Aquarius, we are looking at love for December, please. This is romantic love, self-love, couples love, singles love. Tell me about love for my Aquarius for December, please. It seems there's such a lot going on here for you. I don't know if there's room here for new love, but let's see what the card's saying. There's the Magician, the right way up. Fantastic. There is the Seven of Cups, Justice, and the Ten of Pentacles, and I want the Strength card as well. All right, so in terms of love, when we get the same cards coming out, repeating themselves, they really want to emphasize that. All right, we have got the Seven of Cups here and right next to the Magician card, and we've got it here as well. All right, so this time in terms of love, the Magician card is the right way up. You have the power to manifest and create love. You have choices and options. You can create incredible abundance in terms of love. And why? Because you're ready to overcome all of those addictions. You're in your willpower. You are ready to hit the ground running. And look at this with this Justice card: balance, fairness, equilibrium. The angels said there, balance, and justice is about balance. The scales of justice balancing up, fairness, equilibrium, and you have the strength. You have the strength to move forward in love. So for those of you coupled up, you are in your power, looking at your choices and options of what is right and fair for you in terms of strengthening, building, growing the love that you have. That if you know that it's not going to grow, it is the devil energy, it's addictive, it's restrictive, it's not working, this is the month you are absolutely in your power to say, right, well then I'm making the changes I need to make. The Justice card can talk about divorce, lawyers, courts, legal matters. If that's what I need to do, I have the strength to do it. For others of you, you are bringing your relationship into balance, into an equal power balance, all right? So that we're not out of balance with one person thinking that they own or have ownership over the other, because the energy is strong for freedom, all right? You do not own somebody. It doesn't matter how long you've been together. You are an individual person choosing to be with the person you're sharing your life with, not owned by them or beholden to them. Now, for those of you single, is this a month for love? There's choices here, there's options here, there is abundance here. So if you want to create that love, you have the power, you've got the Magician, you can create the love, but make sure you're creating love that's balanced and fair and equitable. Making sure that you're creating love from a place of strength, not from a place of vulnerability or neediness. That when you create from that place, you create a beautiful, beautiful love. All right, so that's what we have on love. Let's move on to money and career now. All right, so let's get rid of those. Money and career. So this is anything to do with money, investments, business, pensions, entrepreneurs, anything that is to do with money, please. And that will include, of course, jobs and career. Tell me about Aquarius, please, for December. All right, so we are starting with the ship, a beautiful energy of rising above. We have got the park, and that also came out for Libra, I believe. We have got, okay, the coffin reversed, all right. Okay, and we've got that, and they are flying about, and I've got the sun as well. All right, do I want these reversed? No, I don't. Do I want that reversed? No, I do. Okay, all right. I listen to what my higher self is guiding me to do. All right, my darlings. So Aquarius, in terms of money and career, income, jobs, all the rest of it, business, you are starting the month with the 3 here, the ship. Now, 3s are expansion and growth. They are a strengthening, a developing, a going to the next level. They're also about collaborations and reaching out connections, okay? And it's a beautiful card, the ship, because see the mountains underneath represent obstacles, and the ship is able to fly above the obstacles. It means that, okay, we're not out of the woods. We have got some shifting and changing and freedoms to be had, but we are able to overcome because we're resilient. We're able to overcome the challenges. We're able to move forward. Now it's coming out with the park, which is the garden, and the park is all about networking and collaboration. Normally this would represent being around a lot of people in a big event like a concert or something in the park, but let's just adapt this to our current circumstances, which would be connecting through social media, and that's predominantly how we're connecting with each other, and reaching out through things like LinkedIn and all of that sort of side. We are connecting. It's a connection card, and the connecting is what's helping you to overcome the obstacles. So who do you need to connect with? This is reaching out to customers, to your boss, for those of you self-employed, reaching out to collaborate with partners who you could work with and share some of the burdens or costs. You're looking at ideas and inspiration of how you can work with others to help you overcome the current challenges. Now something needs to change and go. All right, we've got both of these cards which are saying the same thing. So when we repeat the message, it's a strong one. We've got the coffin, which is transformation. And we've got the whip and the broom, which is, whipping something into shape and sweeping it out. All right, cleaning, clearing, getting rid of it. This is change. We are changing here what needs to go, transforming what needs to go. So we need to allow a new way of being and a new way of working. For those of you furloughed and you're using that time to be at home with family, catching up with other things, catching up with yourself, or perhaps setting up a second a business, as an opportunity to make money in a different way at home. Something is shifting and transforming and changing to allow the new to come in. All right, now it wants to, whatever needs to go, let it go, because look at what is coming in here. All right, we've got these two, the wishing well and the sun. These are just phenomenal, and I believe these have come out for either Gemini and Libra as well. So this is an energy strongly around the air signs. This ability, wishing well. 41 comes down to a number 5. 5 is change for the better, change that is bringing in a brightness and a lightness. Now what is going, let's look at this swan card. I always think this is the 2 of hearts, the 2 of wands. This is the love, the 2 of cups, the love card. All right, it's upside down. This thing that needs to go, this thing that needs to die. Is it your job? Is it your business? What is it that is shifting out because you don't love it anymore? You just don't love it anymore. When these cards are, I don't normally read these reversed, and I've been told to leave that one in the reverse because you don't love it anymore. So I want you to look at your work, your income, how you make your money, and look at the parts that you just don't love anymore. All right, this is a changing, transformative time for you, and change is scary, and I know it's scary. All right, I changed my business in September, and I removed all the trauma work that I do in the hypnotherapy because I just wasn't loving it anymore. 20 years I've done, and I just felt like, I'm just not feeling it anymore. So I stopped doing it, and it was scary to go through that transition. But out of that, something new has been born, where I'm creating this new stuff about quitting smoking, drinking, losing weight, blah blah blah, because I've done all of that this year, and I found how to do it the easy way, and I want to show you how to do it the easy way too, which is a completely different vibration from me doing session after session on trauma. It's completely different. It's uplifting, but it was scary. So this is, I'm being asked to tell you this because they're saying it's the same for many of you. You may be changing your job, you may be changing your business model if you're self-employed. Even if you are employed, you may be being asked to work in a different department or doing a different thing, but you don't love your work anymore. So allow it to transform, allow it to transmute, and trust that what is being created out of this wishing well, your wishes, your dreams, your hopes, is for the better. This is a very beautiful, very positive energy of change that is bringing in freedom, balance, and liberation. Beautiful. All right, my darlings, I hope that helps. Thank you so much for being here, and thank you for everything this year. Have an amazing December. If you celebrate Christmas, have a fantastic time, and I will see you soon. Lots of love. My heart to yours. Bye-bye.